AI hallucinate. So I'll just admit that. There we go. Oh, did it just, can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
This one here, the board. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Stony
I,
Creek.
Stony Creek. Yeah. So Stony Creek is you could call it a neighborhood of Hamilton. It was a city, but then Hamilton kind of ate it up. Um, so this is obviously priced top down. So you can see there is 374 records here. I can only do, so if I go none, grab this, export, I can only export, well, so many a day, and I only have this many left because I did a whole act for you guys earlier. But I can only do that many at a time. If I do 2 pages, so you just got to figure out what your board allows you to do. I can't export anymore, right? Some boards, depending on where you are, and if your board is not that smart, ours is a chain pain in the butt. You have to do print, and you have to go print to PDF, and you can pull it up like a PDF. So if I grab my PDF, where did my PDF thing go? There's one.
So anyone that's in Toronto real estate board, this is what you got to do with Realm. Okay. So get a PDF.
Yeah, so you can get the PDF as long as the PDF is separate. I'm not sure why my PDF is not showing up. I had it saved for you guys. Oh, there it is. So here's the PDF here. So it's hard to tell because there's so many records, but they've blurred. See how you can see some of them have the separation, but they've blurred in other portions here. So our board got smart on us, and some of the regular data that I need became intangible. So what you can do is you can take this and go to as a PDF, and you can go to ChatGPT and say, just convert this into a CSV file. Now, there are other AI tools that can do that better than ChatGPT because ChatGPT failed on me on this one. But I was under time restraints, so I know that there's another way that I can do it by pulling it as Apple data. And so that's what I did, is took 100 at a time and brought them in, and you can see it's all here, right? And then, of course, in order to do that, when you go back to results, I want you to see the x-axis of how I did this. Listing IDs, so status, so closed or pending or whatever you have in there, current price, list price. Like I have all these things up top because I want the data to see all of these things. Is there a garage? Yes, no, because then once you do all this stuff, you can start looking for anomalies, you can start looking for trends, you can start looking for different things. So if you have a home evaluation and they say, well, this is a pool, how's the pool? Like my home evaluations are all done through AI now. I can just pull it, send it. It takes me maybe a little longer, but yeah, I could actually, if I know they're going to be challenging and they want to give me a hard time with the garage adds this or the pool adds this. No, it doesn't. I can actually show you with AI that it doesn't, and we're going to dive into that for you right now. Everyone good so far? If I go too fast, let me know, but I'm going to try and keep up a good pace for everybody. So I have done, I think this thing's got to go on the other screen. Admit. Here we go. So I have put them in so you can see the prompt I have. You are a data analyst. Again, you're using ChatGPT. You need to understand the 8 parts of a prompt. The 8 parts of a prompt, if you don't know what they are your role. So in this situation, you're a data analyst. I didn't, this is my one I didn't take out. That's what I get for doing this. But your role, the task, and the context. Context would be why it's important. If you think about training anyone, this AI is your assistant. So your role, your task, your context. Then you also need voice if it's client facing and you want to show it off, or agent facing if you're a broker owner. You need voice, tone, and style, so it sounds like you and your brokerage. And then the last 2 things is desired output. So in this case, I just want it to read it. But if I'm going through the motions, I'll need tables or charts or bullet points, whatever it is. And then the last thing that you need to keep in mind when you're doing these prompts is that if you need to set parameters, otherwise AI will hallucinate, it'll go off the rails and just go forever or more than you need. So if it says hey, I need a caption for Instagram because we were just talking about creating content. Then you need to tell how many characters Instagram is going to take. Otherwise, it's going to give you this huge thing. You're going to copy, paste it, throw it in there, and the algorithms will recognize that as AI, and you will be downgraded within Meta's algorithms because they have gotten really smart. So I did this. If you do not have a prompt library started, I highly would recommend doing it. I usually do everything here and then copy and paste it over. Now I'm going to toss this up here and I'll probably toss it up at the end. Feel free to scan the QR code if you'd like. You'll have access to the prompt. I'm going to give you the entire prompt that I'm going to walk you through. In the email, just fill your information in there, and it's just all automation in there. As an added bonus, with the Agent League, which is the other company that I run and I do all my speaking out of, because obviously if my license is tied to a brokerage, then other brokerage owners won't want me walking in there with certain colors flying and could cause some issues. So under the Agent League, that's our coaching platform where we train agents, we help them. I really just want to add value in whether I'm helping with agents or with important associates, which is my real estate team. Just want to add value. So we created an 80 module course. There are portions of AI in there. To be honest, they're not uploaded yet. They are hopefully going to be there soon. We just had to fire the video editor and we're had to get a new one. But it's a whole training module to help train you to grow as an agent. I have an agent on board. He came on board May 1st. He's a fantastic guy. He was really in a rough spot where he might have been sending out resumes for a job. In 3 months, he made 80K GCI just by following our stuff. So I know it works. It's great. And we are launching it next month. So you're going to have, when you sign up to this, if you don't, this was only an hour ago that we decided to do this. So our VA threw it together really fast. Massive shout out to Felix if he does watch this. Then you should have access to not only the prompt, but you're also going to get a light version of the course, which should be 5 videos to kind of sample in there. Again, that was just decided an hour before we put the show on. So if it doesn't work great, it's not your fault, Felix. It's because I didn't think this out fast enough. All right, so back to the prompts. I just prompt 1A and 1B. Sometimes if you give AI too much information, it will hallucinate and it'll only do a small job of everything you're asking. Instead, what you want to do is step by step by step. Right. So if I were to ask, if I were to ask somebody, anybody want to, no, better not do it. Probably too many people to get confusing. If I were to ask somebody, how many gallons? You'd be like, what? What are you talking about? But if I had a conversation with you first about cars and Mustangs or Camaros, I said, how many gallons? You're like, what, to a mile? Like what's the scenario here? You'll understand more because I've given you some more context and we've gone little bit by little bit. So when you are prompt engineering anything, like my prompt, you'll see here, what we're going to spit out is very small compared to how big my prompts are. But the prompt engineering becomes so smart and sophisticated that you can use it over and over and over again. So this is essentially, this is what I give out to brokerages after I speak at a brokerage. And they can create value for their team, their brokerage, or other people. So I'm just going to change this one up. So you are and I am not a fan of a lot of work. So I'm just going to copy this, Control Find. I'm going to find a document, and I'm going to replace all of these. Real estate agent. Replace all. And then I go the other one that I tell brokerages to do in the sheet. Do I guess maybe I should put Donald Porter in here. I did set this one up for brokerages. Find. Oops, sorry guys. This is what happens when you sometimes duplicate a file without actually thinking it's going to work that fast. paste. I'll go step by step through. I can't do copy and paste all of them, but you are a real estate agent. You are doing this for real estate agent named Donald Porter. For the reference, the CSV file labeled 1 refers to this. Now, if anyone doesn't know what these curly brackets are, this gives you what's called a placeholder. So when I type anything out, I don't have to go in there and control find everything. I can literally just go to the bottom and give it a legend, right? And the CSV file labeled 2 refers to CSV2 analyze, boom, boom, boom. Reply with red. Again, remember when I said don't do too many things at once? That's why I've had to split this from prompt 1A to 1B is because you need to give it a legend. If you look at the top of your sheet, your x-axis, there's a bunch of stuff. AI doesn't really know what that is unless you completely specify and give it context. So we've already done this. Now we're gonna do this. And again, I'm doing this live with you, so this could hallucinate at any moment, and sometimes it does. So paste. So I've gone through the x-axis and explained what everything means and whatever variable below it would mean. At the very end, I don't want to do anything yet. I just wanted to read it and understand. I'm just teaching it to what I want it to do. So we're going to hit send. The other issue why this might hallucinate is because we are doing Zoom at the same time. So it's going to restrict the bandwidth that it takes. So it's going to take, it may take more resources than if we were to not do this live. I can close this one off now. Go back to here. So now it's read all the data. It has all the information. So knowledge, again, so you'll always see whenever I do prompting, if I want to train it on something, you do this knowledge prompt. Knowledge, colon, and you're just giving it more context. You're giving it more information. So in Canada, they just did a Bank of Canada reduction yesterday. So AI doesn't know that from the information we've given it. So I would put knowledge, understand that. Here are the rate change dates. And if you're looking for information about rate date changes, which is stuff that I've created for articles and then placed them around for lead magnets, that stuff actually draws heavy with any kind of really analytical, usually luxury kind of client too. So knowledge, understand that the brand of this we go. Oh, that's what of again hotkeys. Oh, it's not doing it. Porter and associates. Oh, this is my voice trying to style. Sorry, Donald Porter uses. So you can do something like that. What I would always do is for myself, I've programmed my AI into it. So from here on out, please only use Donald Porter's persona for the combination of the voice, tone, and style. Reply with only I understand when you do. Again, it seems like we're taking a lot of steps to get through, but don't forget, ChatGPT right now is holding a lot of data, like over 700 files between this, plus all the different X and Y axes as we add that all up. So I understand. Now we start getting through some fun stuff. Oh, this is for prompt creating. Alrighty, hold on 1 second. I am realize that I may have put the wrong thing, but that's okay. I can fly off this no problem. So, being a data analyst expert in bullet point fashion, no more than how many characters want to give it? What was old T9? 250? No, 125. How many characters could you get back in the old punch cell phones? 250? I think it was. Characters per bullet point. Give me so anyone who signed up that link, I will send out I'll create another prompt for you guys because I think I grabbed the wrong one and brought it over. No more than 250 characters per bullet point, give me the following. Average days on market between the, oh, sorry, it keeps going to admit, between the two files. This is where I want to do a little knowledge too. Knowledge. Let's go. Let's call 0 to 180 file the present and the 181. Oh, it keeps going to admit. There we go. 181 to 365 past 6.
So Donald, this is in the file.
This is, yeah, so this will all be in the file. So I've given it two different ones, right? So you can see Stony Creek January 181 to 365, Stony Creek 01 to 180. So it is the title of the two ones because I wanted to take those two arrows and cross-examine them. So average days on mark between the two files. Also identify what price points have the most action, the most, what do you want to say? What would you call it, Kirby? Well, identify what price points are the most
active, or
yeah, what price points have become the most active? What is the median sale price between the two files? What other questions you want to have? How many how many, I'm gonna do this for now and then I'll ask it for more questions in a second. So now it can start understanding everything and go. It's going to analyze. This is where, again, this stuff takes quite a bit of time. So give it little chunks at time at things to go at a time. And I will, in the meantime, see if I can get the actual prompt at my prompt library because that's not the one I use.
so this is actually going to make you smarter when you meet with sellers or you talk to clients or you create content on social media, because this is based on facts, right? You're downloading these facts from your MLS. We had a question about that. And someone asked how accurate it is. So this is accurate as long as your data is accurate. Okay, that's coming through. So it also relies on you guys to download the right data from your MLS, right? Download 0 to 180, download the 181 to 360 days. Okay, days on the market. It's cleaning up your data.
Well, yeah, it's cleaning up the data like crazy right now. And again, we are doing this on Zoom. So it may hallucinate, but I've done this many times. Here's what it actually would look like. This is my LinkedIn secret sauce, I call it, because the reason why I put articles onto LinkedIn and why I do strategic things with LinkedIn and other forums is LinkedIn is the only social media platform that is recognized as searchable from Google. So that's why I do this. So you can see this is how I do it. And if you have small enough files, so you only have like 100 houses in each file because you've niched down to a certain specific thing, you can throw tons of PDFs or CSV files into it however you want. Then you can talk about these kind of stuff. And everyone that comes in late, there we go. So let's clean up the data. Yeah, I would like you to investigate that. Yes, please. So present is 47.8 days, past 6 months is 28.4 days. So obviously we see it slow down. Present, the active point, obviously this is giving me a range. Of course, the cheaper ones are more expensive or whatever. Column is not probably included in the data point. So there might be an issue again with the way that I pulled this one. I gave it way too many variables. If you're niching down, but I wanted to see if this would do it live. It's a little harder when it's not. But let me grab this one. Let's see what else it'll tell me. So using bullet points, no more than 200 characters per bullet point. Highlight your findings, including median sale price, change in median. So we're gonna have a problem with the price. So something seems to be corrupt in the sold price column. Change in median sale price as a percentage. So there's all kinds of stuff I put in here. This is the stuff that I would do on a much smaller level. If this doesn't work, then maybe I'll just try and do something. I might even just record. If this doesn't work very well, probably because of Zoom, I might just record something and then send it off to the Discord channel or other ways. I do think the big issue is that we're streaming it, and this is a major pig on your data.
Why don't you try maybe stop screen share and see if that helps?
Yeah.
Yeah. So explain to us how else we can use this data.
Okay, so you can use the data. One thing that I learned early on is, oh, here we go. We are getting some information popping out. One thing that I learned early on by using this is every time they do rate changes, I I look for anomalies and I look for different things, and I found out very quickly that every time they did a rate change, I coined it as called anticipatory buying. So you actually found out that if you look of all 2024 in Canada, whenever they did a rate change, the market was actually hotter the week before. And the reason I found that was because I went by the conditional dates. So when did this go conditional? When did it go pending? And I went and looked at all that data, and it was usually a day or two after the rate change, it went pending, which means if you think about this cycle, we're 5 business days usually in our trading area for conditions. So all I gotta do is go back 5 business days, and that's when people were putting the offers in. That told me when the rate drops, don't put your house in the market. Put your house in the market 2 weeks before the rate comes down, because then you'll be set up for anticipatory buying. So if I share my screen again,
And AI told you that, right?
yeah, AI is the one that taught me everything about that. And I was like, okay. And then, or even still, like in 2022 into 2023, when I was using this stuff, and it wasn't even as advanced as it was now because I was stuck with ChatGPT 3, it would still tell me about market compression. It showed me that the adjustment between different types of houses, between a bungalow to a two-story, started changing significantly, where the two stories became way considerably underpriced, price per square foot compared to a bungalow. So you can see here present, 153 days, past 6 months, 214 days, change in 20. So you can see the data that keeps popping up here. I think the other issue is it keeps prompting me for when people join. So anomalies, August 20th. So you can start seeing the anomalies that are happening in here, and you can start diving into more data. Now, I would recommend when you're doing this, don't do as many things across the x-axis. If you know what you're going to look for, just bring it down. But I honestly want to, if anyone watches Home Improvement back in the 90s, I will Tim Toolman everything and try and overload it until I find its breaking point. And with Zoom, I think I found it. Does anyone have questions so far?
I cannot log in here.
Yeah, Donald, there's a little glitch on the mobile, I think, for your link.
Okay.
And it keeps saying that the phone number doesn't work.
All right. So we'll send out a link. We'll figure a way. I'm sure there might be a
So I'll put the link again inside of Discord, okay?
yeah. So add the Discord. So say, I was going to tell Felix he's asking me to test it before we went live, and of course I did not.
Oh, it's working.
Oh,
What happened?
I made it work over
Oh,
here.
there we go.
Just keep trying.
There we go. Any
Okay,
questions so far?
so
So
yeah, there's a question from Grant. There's a question. How do you communicate what the analysis outputs? Can you show examples?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me go here. So once you find information that you're using and you're doing in here, I use this. Again, I'm going to say this is a disappointing answer. Usually my answers are way better, But I use this and I find ways to explain what it is I'm seeing as a real estate agent. We're in the market, we're seeing things, or you can talk to other agents if you're a brokerage owner and you might not be as active. Talk to them, find out what are you feeling in the market, what are you seeing, and then you can literally just go to Google News and just search real estate Southern Ontario. Search, go right to news, and then we go into the Jewel of Southern Ontario's strong fall real estate market. Sure, this could work. Copy this. Oh, is it going to make me pay? Is it one of those ones you got to pay for? That's fine. I can get around that. Give me this page back. Copy this article, and then we use AI, and we can get around those things. Where is it? Paywaller. Paste. Go to archive today, and it'll pull the archive with AI. So here's the article. So now we just got to do the hard way. Copy it this way. Is that all of it? Copy. And then here is, I'm just going to do this. URL equals paste because I did it backwards. Oh, actually, there's no URL. Read the following article or news article and reply only with red when you have. Boom. Send that in. It's going to read that. So it's kind of what I do. I would put the URL in. You can look into stuff like this and get off that one now. Paywaller is, by the way, one of the great things. I'll put this in the feed for you guys, or maybe I'll just text it to Kirby. He can toss it in. But Paywaller is great to get around these things. Obviously, he's got all the ads and pop-ups, but whatever it is, what it is. But you can get a bunch of different, so you can find other ones too that would make sense because they would be similar conversations. And I'm just gonna send this link off. So if anyone who wants Paywaller, you can have it. There you go. So you can get all these things. Well, let's bring up your hot or cold. So these are some other ones. This is one you can actually, you can see the opening here, and I don't think, yeah, it's open. It's an open file source. So you can like this. You can copy this prompt. Copy. Paste. And then we get the URL. I obviously have not read anything yet. Paste. Send. But when you're doing this, especially if you're a brokerage owner or a team owner and you're sending this out to your agents, you can do these kind of things and you can send it out. Actually, it's kind of funny because I see Zarini here and that is my broker of record, which is kind of funny. But you can do these things for your agents and add value, right? So if you're a brokerage owner, you can be punching this stuff out. You can get data, you can create tables, you can create whatever it is and have it send it out. So now I'm just gonna go here. Not gonna. I don't like thinking hard. Copy, paste, send it out. So it's going really slow. Usually it's going way faster than this. If anyone knows anything about ChatGPT.
So is this now information from that article or from your data?
These are just the articles, and now I'm going to overlay that with the data, and you can find out is it fake news or is it real news, and then you can give your agents the truth. So there we go. This is a lot of jargon they put in there. So then I would say using the data or as much as accessible. From the files, just because we know we have some corrupt files in there. using the data in no more than 1,000 characters, create an email I can send to other real estate professionals to help them with their business. And this is again, I'm going to say, remember to use Donald Porter's persona. Again, persona is your voice, tone, and style. I have built my persona into ChatGPT so it knows and writes and talks like me. What else you want in there? I guess we've had a rough time as a real estate agent in the last year, so add 3 sentences at the bottom that will encourage any upset real estate agents. I was gonna say disgruntled, but I have no idea how to spell that right now. So I seen something in the chat, but my thing missed because I have the thing open. Is there anything in the chat that someone's asking a question about?
No, not yet.
No, okay. So here you go.
And
Now
there's
it's
an
actually
yeah. Okay, let's take a look.
so there you go. Hey, so I've built all my stuff to have placeholders because my CRM uses those exact placeholders. So user.name, like, so that's just for me so I can send it through my CRM. But the numbers don't lie. Sales volume is down 20. So you can see everything in here. Right? Feeling frustrated, not alone. Every shift market creates opportunities. Now, one thing that I would highly recommend if you ever put this on social media, you like just the body of it, you will get blocked by Meta right away. Anybody, I'm gonna stop sharing because I want to see the chat for a second. Anybody know what the AI thumbprint is in here? I can put back to share so you can see it. I was just trying to figure out how to open the chat at the same time. Where is the chat? That's what happens. Oh, there it is. Anybody know what the AI thumbprint is in there? I know Kirby probably does, so I'm not gonna bug him. There is 2 cases of an AI thumbprint in here. Anyone want to guess? It's this thing right here. It's called an M dash. ChatGPT will throw that in every few hundred characters, or as often as it can. That makes sense. Professional writers use that all the time. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that most of us are not professional authors and writers. Remove these from your content. If you see this, then you know that it's ChatGPT created, or Claude or Gemini. They all throw that in there so that way the other AI like Meta can identify this and it will downgrade every piece of content you throw out. So whether it's your listings, this actually will hurt your listings descriptions. Everyone who's using ChatGPT for the listings, I love it because they always leave these out in there, sorry, which means it will downgrade any relevancy from Google because it will look at this as artificial intelligence and not a real document. So get rid of these M dashes. They are a thumbprint from AI to let other AI bots know this was not real. Obviously, the content's real because we guided it through the process, but it will start now that you see this and now you know what an M dash is. You can start giving all of your agents or colleagues a hard time when you see it in their stuff because it's brutal. You guys are quiet in the chat. If you guys have found this useful so far, again, I apologize. I probably put way too much data in that CSV file. If you found it useful so far, throw a K in the chat. Or if this is something completely new and opening your eyes and mind about AI and what ChatGPT can do, throw some Ks in that chat. Let's get it going. Let's get some. There you go, Ernesto. I love it. I love the enthusiasm, Ernesto. But this is some of the stuff you can do, right? And then we can go one further and we can say, what is something using the data, create what do I call it? A graph for the, it seems like they got days on market figured out. DOM, and compare this with, did it have a hard time with median sale price? I can't remember. Say monthly, actually, are you able to take the data and separate the houses that have a garage versus the ones that do not? Reply only with the answer, I do not want anything else at this time. So I do not want you to create anything further. I just want to know. Let's just see if it's able to. I did give it quite a bit of information. The AI for making your twin, that was captions, Kirby said. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Looks like the column for the garage may be labeled differently in the data sets. I'll inspect column, verify. Yes, I was able to separate. Perfect. Again, this is a good reason why I took it through steps and asked the question. Sometimes I don't know if it would, especially the way that the data came in. Can you create, I'm gonna give it more of a direction. Your task is to create a graph that I can send to other real estate professionals. On the X axis, it should be month, and on the Y axis, it should be, I can't do price, volume of houses sold. There should be two column graphs for each month, one with a garage and one without. There you go. Amir's wants to hire someone. That's the fastest way to offload some of this stuff. You can get that going. Again, I'm asking it to do some pretty heavy stuff, and we are on Zoom. Maybe I'll stop sharing, and that seemed to work last time. Does this seem like it's over everyone's head? Is anyone struggling? Is anyone, ask the questions, guys? We're here to help.
Okay, so we have a question about Realm, okay? And with Realm, we don't have a one-line PDF, okay, Donald? The
Okay.
best I could do was print out a broker two-line version and then ask ChatGPT to extract the information that I want. And so that was the best I could do on Realm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alicia has a question about setting up your own persona. So Alicia, there is a recording of our first AI real estate show with Donald where he showed us how to set up that persona. Okay, that will be on Discord.
Yeah. I can send in a thing in a second. Why is it not? It looks like the column month does not exist in this. Yeah, so the CSV I didn't separate it down to month. Oh, actually, use the, what did I call that month? I gotta go back to, this is why I write things down in the prompt. Sorry, I know you can't see my screen yet because I just want to use the.
And when you see Donald working away at the file and ChatGPT, it's a trial and error kind of thing. So when you guys go and do it with your board, it will be the same trial and error, right? You're not going to get the same CSV file as what Donald had. So you're gonna have to play around with it. Okay. But what
So
you want to do at the end is you want to extract the data so you can start to work with it.
I was having a hard time figuring out which date column to use, so I had to tell it use the pending date column.
Okay.
Uh,
And if
okay.
anyone's using Matrix with the Toronto real estate board, you don't have the export function. Okay, so you're gonna have to use the print.
So it's still thinking. And again, if anyone's in the States, I've seen a couple of the brokerage owners may have not been properly converted to data times. There we go. This is some of the issues obviously you run into doing this, and our board loves to make it challenging every single update, but you can always just overcome it and get around it. We got other chats. What do we got here for chats? Is there an AI that would help me learn how to pull this data and realm? Oh, that was the question. How do you set your persona? I can send a link for that once we're off this because I'll have to try and activate. You can kind of see my screen. I've got a agent link thing here. Close that off. So right now it's hallucinating. I really think that the reason why this is doing this is probably because I have way too many data sets in the x-axis, thinking I could be a little smart there. Obviously that didn't work. And the other issue that I'm having is that I'm also streaming, so it's using limited resources from my internet. So we got realm questions in here. Yeah, there we go. Here updated graphs. Okay, I don't see any.
Yes.
Sometimes you just gotta tell it, and sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, so I think what my issue was, I put way too much data into it. You can do this, and it will pull it with the data. I will make sure that I can, maybe tomorrow when I can pull more data from the board, I will do it again and I'll just make a quick little video and then I'll make sure to send it out. I'll get it to Kirby. His people will send it off to you.
Yeah,
So
we'll put it in Discord, okay, Don?
yeah, I'll put it in Discord.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Can I just share a screen just to show some of these people like what I get? So if I go to my MLS, I go pick the data, and then I go to print, it would look like this. Okay, so very similar to what Dono has, right? Has all the data here that I wanted. I could change the, realm. You could change the columns at the top. Okay. And so my suggestion for you guys is go to your MLS, do a print and see what you guys get out, and then put it in, upload as an attachment on ChatGPT, use Donald's prompts, okay, and see how it crunches your data.
so
So that's kind of your homework.
I'm gonna open up because I'll open it up for a little bit. I have a very, man, it's like struggling right now. So share, anyone with the link can have this save. There we go. So come on. I'll send in my persona finder for you. You will need the paid version of ChatGPT, or it's going to take you a very long time to get through this. Follow the prompts and go through it. It will take copy link. Here we go. There's my persona finder. So I built this persona to be like your GPS. If you think about it, your GPS of a car, the way it runs is it gets 3 satellites and triangulates it and finds you somewhere in the world. So the way this works is you either need a lot of written material for AI to recognize your voice, tone, and style, or you can use professional authors and writers who have a library full of stuff. As you can still tell, I read a lot of books. And that's all it does. You start answering the questions, follow it through, and the AI will bring you step by step, step by step. and it'll start off with the world's library, and it'll start narrowing down based off how you answer and respond with it to 3 authors that you write like, or they write like you, however you want to look at it. So it's basically like GPS using authors and professional writers to find how you sound, your voice, your tone, your style. And so if I were to go to ChatGPT, eventually you'll get to, my thing is acting up like crazy right now, which is definitely telling me that everything that I share with you on that AI DDA stuff is probably due to in part with Zoom. So recall, I'm gonna pull up my wife's Julia Porter's persona. So you'll see hers. And based off the way that we answer, obviously we're in business, so it's going to pull up her stuff. So voice, tone, style, it pulls it up. So whenever I just had to say Julia Porter's persona, it will cycle through and send it. This is really good if you talk to Kirby and you're getting a VA. This becomes extremely important because then what you can do is you build this out, you save it again, start a prompt library, put this in the prompts for now, and then your VA can actually just copy, paste, use this. So I can recall mine. Recall Donald Porter's persona. It's kind of funny. We both have Simon Sinek. It doesn't surprise me since both of us read a lot of his stuff. Mine's a bit different because I was playing with the calibration of it, but there you go. And so that's all in that link that I sent into the chat. Feel free to copy it. I'll leave it open and active for probably a week or two. But that is essentially how we help with agents and small businesses with content.
Can you send the link again? I don't see it.
Copy, paste. Oh, I'm showing it to Mike. Mike's getting it every time. Okay. Apparently I direct messaged him instead of going to all.
Mike's getting all your messages.
Yeah, Mike's like, oh, thanks, man. Here we go. There you go. That should be in there.
Okay, so I'll put that in Discord now. Somebody. Okay.
So Claude AI is great. Oh, I was seeing Charles Kirby's thing. Yeah, Perplexity is fantastic too. Perplexity, I use that all the time actually. Perplexity has replaced my Google. I can do everything off my app with Perplexity and it pulls everything. What I'll do actually
Yeah.
while we're waiting for everyone, anybody who has questions.
Someone had a question about Realm AI.
So I'll put that back up again. So if anyone wanted to scan it, if you missed it, I'll make sure that I update the prompt and send you that stuff. And then I'll also make a video and send it into Discord, or at least I'll
Not
find a way
today.
to get it to you that you can see that it actually works properly. I have
Next
no
Tuesday, if you
idea
can.
why it's going off the rails this bad. It won't take your phone number. I'm not sure what the issue with the phone number. Okay. Message me if you have Instagram. It's me, Donald Porter, or on Facebook, Donald Porter. Just shoot me a message. I will make sure that my group gets you the proper login for this. Let me just go to my guy right now. Having issues with the phone.
Yeah, so someone asked about Realm AI. I think Realm AI is pretty useless right now. All it does is it's a AI search function. Doesn't analyze anything, or it doesn't do much. Even I ask it to find me expired listings in a certain area, it doesn't do it. So right now it's still in development, I would say. Maybe a couple more weeks
Try
for it to grow.
and I'm gonna reply here. Paste. Who is that? This message and Michael. Michael, try that. If it's not working, then I'm gonna have to figure it out. I usually have this one closed off. This is a very long and painful prompt, and yeah, it's closed it off, but I can share it with you guys.
This is a custom one of these GPTs.
Yeah, this is a custom GPT. This is the one where, and so to get it to go, you just gotta say, "Let's go," and
Oh,
it'll start.
oh, it's inaccessible or not found.
It's not found, eh? My
Yeah, you have
GPT.
to request access. It says.
Okay, hold on. Where's my this one here? Why is it still saying so share? Anyone with a link?
Yeah, save it. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, it works now. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Sweet. Yeah, these are some of my things. This is my good morning. Tells me every morning. Nice little quote. It's obviously with the voice AI, but I say good morning and it talks to me.
Well, I
So
talk to my chat GPT app every day.
yeah, that's what I do. So I just turn it on, click on the voice, say good morning while I'm going to the washroom or whatever, and it tells me whether I gotta turn my car on ahead of time before going to the gym, or I can just go out there like this.
So here's an AI hack for all of you. If you're walking into a condo, put ChatGPT on and talk to ChatGPT while you're walking into the condo, and nobody asks you any questions. Just walk straight through the security.
There you
I
go.
think it works. I think it works everywhere.
So other things you can do, obviously, you kind of see what we're doing. You can switch. If I go back to this, it's gonna give me. Oh, it's completely fried on this chat. Oh, it's just completely shut down my entire chat. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll do another video probably this week because I'm probably out of downloads for data on our board. But I'll do another video and I'll put it to the Discord channel. It'll be raw, unedited, and not pretty, but we'll get it up there for you guys. This is what I get for putting way too many data sets in the x-axis.
And Alicia, if you want to have a Discord crash course, it only takes 5 minutes. Okay, I'll teach you how to use Discord.
Hold on, Michael's getting what here now? Did you get it?
I got it.
Oh, so actually the prompt to get that one going is let's go. You put good morning in there. That's a different one.
Let's go.
Did it work for you? Yeah, I'm taking mine off share. I'm gonna try and figure out why this isn't working. It says
Okay,
on my side having issues with how you anyone with
so
the
we'll
link.
fix it. We'll fix it and we'll put it into the Discord. Okay, We'll put the magic password, which is let's go.
Yeah, if you ever watch any of my social media stuff, I was like, let's go. That's where it came from. Just like you need anything. Like if I said, hey Siri, this thing will start going. You need to have a prompt to get it to go.
Okay, so Donald's gonna re-record a without us, okay, without Zoom. He's gonna record a session where he goes quickly through the data crunching and then show us um how it's supposed to flow. Okay.
I
And
wonder if
we'll
I could probably create something real fast because I've already recorded something for a course. Well, actually for a conference that I spoke at. So I can probably throw that in. It's a bit more than what we went through, but it might be good. Um,
okay.
Where's my sites? I show you a funnel somewhere on this thing. Courses. Is this active? Someone want to try this? Paste. See if that works. I don't even know if it works or not. We have turned some on and some off, but I do have memberships, courses, products.
Which game plan do we pick?
Oh, is that one? Okay, never forget that. That's what that one is. Okay, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to get this to you guys. If you email me, I'm gonna make my
Put everything. Put everything in Discord, okay?
Yeah, I'll send
Yeah.
you. I just need email
Plus,
addresses so I can send it off to people.
plus everyone registered for your thing earlier,
So then
and
I'll
so you
put
can.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have that out
just,
to them right away.
yeah, just in case they don't have Discord, email all of us, okay?
Yep, sounds good. Well, I see a lot of people, yeah, have come in, so I can send it off to everybody who hit that training camp thing as well. And if you're having any issues, you got my email from that on that funnel, so I will happily send more stuff. Sorry, guys, the technology is not working right now for me, but this is also because with that funnel, it was a last minute idea that we threw that in there. So I'm gonna
Yep.
update all of you guys in a second.
Yeah, we got your email, the deep dive email.
You
So
got it?
yep. So we'll
Okay,
we'll
so
know how to.
anyone who got that deep dive email is gonna get how I've done this before. How do I send bulk course?
Yeah, we'll play with your prompts. It's pretty.
Sweet. So
I
I
think
will.
I think it's self-explanatory.
Well, I try to make it nice and easy, but I will
Yeah.
send. I have a bunch of people here who sign up for this stuff, so I will send all of you. So I'm gonna put a tag in here so I know to send myself a tag. Any questions, guys? Any questions? The chat is quiet today.
Your
Okay, thanks,
Facebook
Michael.
account?
Michael's got to run. Say it again, Ernest. Ernesto.
See, he mentioned his Facebook account. I couldn't get it. I didn't write it down.
Oh, Donald Porter. Yeah, Kirby had a link there.
Yeah, just search his name. Yeah, I think he's the only Donald Porter.
Hamilton,
No,
Ontario.
I'll copy and paste it again in the chat.
Tags.
Okay, here you go.
How many of you are actually brokerage owners or team owners? Toss a K in there. Just out of curious because the awesome Grant. Yeah. It's a tough time right now. Agents are uncertain. That's what I'm finding. Uh Send linked in. So do this. So I'll have that. Everyone who, yeah, I'm having an issue for some reason. I'll have that all sent off to you guys for sure. If only use ChatGPT at the moment and do not use 9 well. What are the 3 first AI tools I should invest in that will change my business the most? Oh yeah. This, oops. Oh man, didn't even show up. That's my hotkey for it. I have to go to a folder and pull it up the old manual way.
So Ernesto, if you don't have MLS, you can actually use like the websites. Send the websites into ChatGPT, like property search or whatever that thing is, property search 24, right? Yeah. And let ChatGPT extract data for you there.
So here's one. I use these guys so much. I've been using for about 4 or 5 years that they gave me a link for the Agent League, Kirby Casa. That one is fantastic. So that creates floor plans for like 20 bucks. It's incredible. Your photographer probably charges you way more. Why is that not giving me my hotkeys? That's one I would definitely recommend start off with. ChatGPT is great. Kibikasa is fantastic. I use it at every single one, and I can show you what it looks like. You honestly will do it. You'll pay your money, and you'll be like, I don't think that worked. I still feel that way after 4 or 5 years. I just did one last night. Is it ready yet? Nope.
So I'm gonna put a AI thing in the chat. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to this month. And if any one of you guys use it, send it to me so I can feature it on the next show. It's called Blonde Waterfall. Okay. The examples that they give is really impressive, where you upload the photos of your listings on there, and it creates like this amazing video. Okay.
So
So,
this is a house that I just scanned. This took me
oh,
20 minutes. No, it just took me like 7 minutes to do this whole house. So you can see all 3 floors.
yeah, so Cubic Cast makes those floor plans with
And
when you're there at the house.
yeah, and so when you're at the and when you do the GLA report version, it gives you all. Where is it? Come on, I'm trying to get the focus. Go closer. It's hard for it to focus. There we go. You can see the edges. Kind of. It has the measurements around it. You also zoom in so you can see it. It's got the measurements all in there. So I always get the GLA report. The whole thing cost me $30, and your photographer probably charges 150.
Mm.
Awesome, Grace. Thanks so much. Well, I have to get running for a thing as well. But if you have any questions, find me on social media, send me messages. I am sorry that the ChatGPT hallucinated a little bit too much there. I will make sure that we get this stuff off to you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next month. We're gonna have a new deep dive analysis with Dono and I, and then arm you with the tools, okay, that you can go into the field, real estate, your clients, better, faster, stronger. Okay. Sound like Kanye West. Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to know how you make Kai next month. Maybe.
That is hard. That is very hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Very
try.
hard.
The one you want for that is actually I think I have a link for you. You get more credits right off the hop. Yeah, you
Save
need
it. Save it, Donald. Save it for next month.
okay,
Okay.
fine. Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye,
See ya.
everybody.